everyone, it's Mayhem Pond. Here at Tattoo Guppy World, we believe every animal has a chance, no matter if it's deformed, messed up, or not. And that goes for fish too. These are called crookback or deformed guppies. Fancy guppies, endlers. You might not be able to see it in some of them, and if they go straight, they will go back in the tank. That means they just are growing, but everybody that I put in here and Harley put in here is a crookback. They are deformed, and they still have a right to live, and they actually, since they're different shapes, a lot of people actually like to buy them, and they're not expensive. So they're actually a fun form of guppy because you never know what shape you're getting. But at the same time, I wanted to show y'all that we don't like killing animals around here. Yes, we do sell feeder rats. Yes, we do sell feeder mice. The mice are coming in soon. But we do not sell a mouse or a rat as a feeder unless the mouse or rat is not pet material, which means if I can't stick my hand in that cage and pet these animals, neither can your children, and I'm not putting up with that. That animal will go to a snake or a lizard or whatever else eats them. I normally do not sell frozen pinkies. Sorry, I don't. I sell live animals most of the time. Sometimes we'll have one pass away of natural causes and it'll end up being frozen for the catfish, and if somebody's looking for a pinky, I'll normally sell it because I need all the help I can get raising these guys. These ain't even the only ones. These are below the convict tank. And the convict tank got remodeled. It's got a new light in it. It's got some stuff leaving it, probably because there's too many convicts. So yes, there is a sale on convicts. I can't stress that enough. But back down here. Like I said, these guys are called crookbacks by a lot of breeders. They call them throwaways. And by me, like I said, here at the facility, we take animals that are deformed, disabled, anybody, we take them in, and we don't mind bringing them home and putting them in here. I mean, I'm already feeding a ton of fish, so why would I mind bringing in more fish or keeping alive some fish that are just deformed? They're not in pain, but they're not fancy guppies that I can sell. My guppies, my fancy guppies are high quality fancy guppies. They're not pieces of junk. So sometimes when I get a batch of rescues in, they come in with a lot of deformed guppies. So before they can pop, as I call the females getting ready to give birth, that one already did, that bites. But I'm trying to get you as close as possible. That is a beautiful male, and he looks normal, but he actually has a bone or something in him that's crooked, so he is out of the tank. That is a dangerous crookback right there. I mean, if he doesn't start swimming better, or she, I will actually probably find that one a catfish mouth to go into. And that's a pretty bad female, but she's not suffering. I mean, so I'm not gonna get rid of her. And that little black one, yes, it is a crookback. It doesn't look like it very well, but it is. So is that one. Their bone structure is what I use. I don't go by the huge V in their back like this. Where'd he go? There he is. He's up on top. So, but yes, I don't go by the big V. I go by bone structure, and I can see bone structure about 2 weeks old. So I'm actually, right now, we're quarantined, so we're getting tons tons and tons done. So we got a contactless delivery of mice coming in. Thank you, Mama Sandra, for Mother Nature's Children. And so some mice tanks got built. Thank you, Harley. And Harley's the one who built this tank too, if you cannot tell. Everything he basically does, he puts a motorcycle in. Thank God there's no backgrounds on the new mice tanks. But they will be in the next video. I just wanted to make it a point that I don't want to kill animals. I'm a rescue. I'd rather rescue them and save them. So if you have crookback guppies and you want to kill them, but you have the time to bring them somewhere else, I will take them in. If they're suffering, like I said, they get put out of their misery. But if they're okay and they're able to be in here and be comfortable, they're more than welcome. And if you have any guppies or fish you want to rehome, don't forget about Tattoo Guppy World and Animal Rescue, because the fish at Tattoo Guppy World and Animal Rescue, when they over multiply like that, literally get rehomed, and the money goes straight to the other animals. I do not spend it on myself, my boyfriend, nobody, not even my own son. And I don't spend it on my son because I still feed his dog, so, and his cat. So yes, that wasn't a rude remark, that was just truth. I feed his animals with it too. So we take donations of fleece blankets, chinchilla food, rat food. We really don't like donations of cat food or dog food unless you ask what kind. And we're not expensive, we just are picky. And we do use fleece blankets for all caged animals, besides the mice. The mice get newspaper with a fleece blanket underneath it, so yeah. But like I said, I wanted to make this video mainly because of the throwaway guppies, as people call them, and I hate calling them that. I mean, there's some really bad ones in here. You could tell that where I got them from. I mean, there's an endler right there in the middle now. Female just moved. There's an endler that I've never actually seen a crookback endler. Never. So I'm sorry, that's way too much inbreeding. You always have to add new blood to your guppies or you will get this. This is the only reason you get this, is because there is too much of the same bloodline in the tank. So if I find another one come out of who's left in the breeder tank, I will take them out and I will try to figure out who they're coming out of, because they must be relatives. But these are the crookbacks, and I know he looks normal, but he's not. But alright guys, there's these guys. Let me pause you up. I know he's gorgeous. Like I was telling everybody here that's stuck in quarantine, they are gorgeous animals. They're still beautiful in my eyes. Every animal in the world is beautiful in my eyes. But he is gorgeous. I mean, too bad his bone structure, when I used the magnifier, his bone structure is messed up, so he had to come in here. Normally, I do not like putting the males in with the females, but right now I'm a little low on tanks. And you know what? They produce crookbacks. They produce them. I don't care. You know why? Because some people do like them. So, but anyways, this is the start of it. This tank will be full in probably 3 or 4 months. It'll be at least running fry all through it. Hopefully, if you have some that are throwaways and you can make the trip to Tattoo Guppy World and Rescue, they could come here instead of going in the trash or the toilet. Okay, everybody, I told you I was going to take and pause you guys earlier, and I just can talk and talk and talk until my breath runs out from this stupid shit. But this is the tank that we took the crooks out of, the broke backs, the throwaways, whatever they call them anymore. This is the, ooh, I was gonna say, I'm gonna need to move because he was right in front of me. But this is the tank I took him out of. Yeah, there's some Endler fancies in here. They're rescues, who cares? You mix an Endler and a really fancy Guppy. Okay, so you mix him and one of his, if I can find him again. Where'd he go? There he is. One of his, no, he's an Endler fancy already. One of his. You mix that orange one right there, and that one right there's babies. You take their babies and you inbreed them. You end up with something like that. You end up with something like this one. I can't find my freaking tattooed Guppy. He's missing. You end up with the Endler back there. And I am trying to adjust the light. I'm sorry. These tuxedos are purebred, lime bred. That is a veil tail. It is actually a lime bred. I'm looking for my meadow Guppy. There's a sunburst. She's actually getting ready to give birth. Okay, here he is. There's one of the tiger Guppies. There's a tiger female. Yeah, she's fancy. You can see the male and you can see the female. But I have one spectacular male, but I think he's hiding. And I mean spectacular. Everybody wants me to line breed him. I think that's a banging Endler. Now the difference between an Endler and a Guppy, a fancy Guppy, is they use the Endler to make the fancy Guppy, for one. And for two, the Endler is a wilder Guppy, mainly found in creeks and streams. And the fancy Guppy was created by man. Like that tuxedo and that red, that beautiful red is not normal. See the red that is normal? It's more orange. But I do not see my spectacular male I'm trying to find. It's probably in, there's a big hole, there's 2 holes in the back of that rock that they can hide in. That right there, they could go behind, inside it. I mean, and you're never gonna know what's in there. We had to remove it to remove the disabled ones. But I'm just trying to make you guys a good video because I haven't been able to make any music videos today. We actually have been tankified today. But that is actually an Endler fancy Guppy too. It's a mosaic. That's an Endler. That is an Endler fancy because his tail. But I don't see my spectacular male, so maybe I'll get him in one of the next videos. I know he's in the music videos that was made yesterday. But I hope you guys enjoy my videos. Please press like, subscribe, and the bell. And if you would not mind, please share my videos with your friends on your social media. Alright, thank you very much.